I think it's just a red line that it crosses for many people. This is something that's been talked about by many people serving in the administration, myself and many others on the right and the left, of there needing to be transparency of the rich and powerful elites.
So is this a genuine shift for Greene or an attempt to reposition herself within MAGA? Vanity Fair puts it like this. Her sudden willingness to break with Trump on issues close to the president's heart is curious. Is she simply choosing to speak her mind and occasionally say things that sound reasonable while still maintaining her unique brand of what the F lady? Only time will tell. Group chat is back on that very important piece of punditry that we just heard from Vanity Fair. The thing that intrigued me is she actually spoke to the Daily Mail, and she gave a pretty specific list of the things she was upset about. And one was involvement in foreign wars. She has come out and said that she believes Israel is conducting a genocide. She's using language other Republicans are not using. Can you talk about that part of it?
Yes, but I also think that, Audie, this is about two things. One, 2028, who's going to get the MAGA voters that no one but Trump can get to this point in the Republican Party? So those voters care about foreign wars, about government spending. And so I think she's 100% talking to those people. Or she is interviewing for the America Party, which is going to be more going to be the MAGA movement, which is the Elon Party. So that's where I think she is.
You think Elon's going to follow through with that?
I think so. I mean, I think he'll try. How many times have we tried to create another party? It's really hard to do. But as a Republican, I'm like, okay, if Marjorie leaves the Republican Party.
Okay. The thing I'll say about this is, like, if you build your movement on individuals who are anti-establishment, once you become the establishment, it's hard to retain those people because their entire framework for viewing politics is there's something wrong with the state, there's something wrong with how we're engaging in politics, the way things are done in Washington are bad. And so now that, the Trump coalition has really taken over, not just, won one election in 2016, but has won twice, has really made itself integrated into the, into the arms of the federal government, into different agencies. Like, it's hard to be like, we're not the establishment
I know.
anymore.
It was also interesting because we just yesterday talked about Charlemagne the God going on Fox News with Lara Trump and saying, hey, I think this could cause problems, this Epstein thing. And then the very next day, Marjorie Taylor Greene comes out to be like, yes, actually, I'm pretty upset about this. There's one other thing she mentioned. She's calling for the Trump administration to pardon George Santos. He's the disgraced former. Your head just shook. I felt the whole studio shake. So he's serving a prison sentence for wire fraud, aggravated identity theft. This guy, defrauded voters. And here is what Trump said when he kind of acknowledged the extent of Santos's crimes.
And what about George Santos?
Boy.
He just went away, 7 years.
He was, he lied like hell. I mean, I have to tell you.
Yeah.
And I didn't know him, but he was 100% for Trump. But I didn't, I might have met him, maybe not, I don't know. But he was a congressman, and his vote was solid.
Look, I think that there's something here that's worrisome for Democrats when Marjorie Taylor Greene starts sounding like Dick Gephardt from 1996. That bothers me. But there's also a piece of this that she's not being, I don't want to say dumb, but not being smart about, which is she makes a business off of being provocative online. She makes money off of that, not for herself,
but for provocative.
Sure. But I'm making the point of that. She needs that attention to differentiate herself between the party if she's going to be the standard bearer, if I'm using that right, in a presidential election or whatever it is. It could be about a meme online, but she's keeping it. And I'll go back to the original thing I said, is that, and she's doing it around a populist movement of folks that are just aggravated. It could be Epstein. It could be the common working man. It could be watching starving children in Gaza. She's staying in front of all of those things, which is not a dumb thing.
One other thing, Gabby, because I have you here. She also, at the end of her interview, said, look, Trump didn't elect me. I'm not worried. Is she powerful without him?
I mean, I think part of the subtext here, right, is she wanted to run for higher office in Georgia, and reportedly he discouraged her, right? I mean, I'm sure that has to sting if you're her. And I think what Jerusalem said is true as well. It's more difficult to be in unified Washington as a member of the majority to constantly defend your party as Democrats, right? That can be more difficult than being in the minority where it's clarifying to constantly say, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong.
Thank you so much for being here. Gary Birnbaum with the Texas Tribune. The rest of the group chat, stick around. On CNN This Morning, we're going to